suggested that we meet under a disused jetty by the river.
Disused Yeti?
Hi, welcome to Disused Yeti. I'm Risa Romano.
My name's Ken.
I'm Warren.
See, you're usually here and I'm usually there. Because I say it last. You took my spot.
But you should start saying your real name.
It is my real name.
Yeah, but it's not your real full name.
What's my real full name?
That's Ken Zider, and I'm Warren J. Cox.
Today, we're talking about the 12th Doctor, who still has almost a season to go. We've seen the first couple episodes of...
I only saw the first one.
I only saw the first one, too. I'm so behind.
I don't have TV. I have to wait.
And it is Sunday. It just was on yesterday. Yesterday was such a busy day. I will watch it tonight as well.
That doesn't help right now.
I'm sorry. Well, okay, all right, but hold on. The whole point of this episode is what our favorite episodes are, what our favorite episodes of him are.
You don't
Is
know.
there a real chance?
It's not likely. But
That was the emoji robot thing, right? Is it good?
Emoji robot. It's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but I liked it. And it was the guy who wrote it. The last thing he wrote was in the Forest of the Night. It was a big step up from that.
The which? The which?
The one where
is that the one where like the world
grows overnight. It's really boring when they're just walking.
I thought that was kind of a boring.
It was like I was watching The Hobbit or something.
It was it was a lot more interesting than that.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the ones we have seen, though. And,
I mean, to be fair, we've all watched the rest of it. We just missed last night.
Yeah.
But we're talking about 12 since he's on his way out. We haven't seen everything he's going to do. But we're sad that he's on his way out because we've liked a lot of what he's done.
Yeah.
So, we're going to just talk about our favorite 12 moments or episodes. Yeah, what did you guys like?
I agree with him. Only for different reasons. He's talking about the spoon.
Yes.
I am the Doctor, and this is my spoon. That's his greatest line.
And I love that episode.
No, that was the episode where we go, yes, Capaldi is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I did have that question. Was there an episode where you felt like, okay, now he's the Doctor, or a moment when you felt like, no?
It was that episode.
For me, it was absolutely not. I absolutely loved him from that very first
episode. I liked
it
from the beginning, but like his first couple episodes were a little rough, and it's like once there was that episode, and like there was so much more levity to it.
What was the second episode? I don't remember.
I can never remember. Like that one doesn't stick with me at all, and I can't remember. I even looked at it this morning. Like, what was that one?
It's because it was after Deep Breath, but before Robert of Sherwood, right?
Yeah, and I love the Sherwood one.
Yeah.
I really do. That was such a good episode.
Yeah.
I'd like to know who wrote that.
The one that was Gatiss, I think. Right, Gatiss?
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
I actually liked the one right after that, which was Listen. That was the one where I felt like he really got to kind of dig his teeth into that Dark Doctor.
Yeah, but that was also the one that was just like, okay, you're kind of upending everything. Wasn't it?
I was okay with it if they had kept going with that storyline, but then they kind of dropped it, which annoyed me.
That was the one where, like, you see the little kid having, like, night terrors and stuff, and it turns out it's him as a kid, right?
Wait.
It's her, I think. It's Clara.
I thought it...
Or, well, it's sort of that dream that supposedly everyone's had, where I haven't actually had this dream, but I've had that fear. Like, I'd never leave my feet over the side of the bed when I was a kid.
Right.
Because you just feel like there's something.
Yeah, but there's, like, the little boy in the barn or something.
Right, which is the Doctor.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. And she's the one who grabs his foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but the kid was him.
But the kid, as my understanding is, that was the Doctor.
Okay.
Are you still looking for the
I am.
I really can't remember.
Into the Dalek. Right?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
That one was okay, but he was so angry in that one. He's a little off-putting.
Yeah.
I think he was still kind of feeling it, because he wanted to be a lot more, what's the word?
This is the time when they get shrunk into the Dalek, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I had a problem with that one.
Okay.
I had a problem with that one because I had a not specifically with him, but with the episode itself, because it felt like a ripoff of a four episode.
Oh, yeah, they did that.
Yeah, they did that, and it was very, very similar, and it was like, come on.
There's homage, and then there's
yeah.
That
was my moment where it was just like, okay, this showrunner's really got to go. Up to that moment, I think I had like heard a lot of the grumbling, but that was the moment where it was like, Yeah, okay. And I had just watched it. I literally just watched 4, like a month or 2 before in that episode.
Like, I just saw this.
Yeah, and it was
it's
like,
not a very
what
good
are you
4
doing?
episode either.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, why would you reproduce? Yeah, why would you rip that off? Mm-mm. But again, for me, that first episode with him, I was totally sold. It was like, you know what? It's a good episode in and of itself. I liked the changes that were made. I also liked the kind of back and forth, like, look, you're on the phone with, but he's right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I liked that. I really liked that. I thought that was good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So going further into season 8, were there any other episodes that stood out to you, or parts of episodes that stood out to you?
What was episode 8
I've
again?
got it. Season 8, or series 8.
Season 8.
Because I really liked the other 2 that I really liked.
Time Heist.
Oh, you
Time
liked
Heist.
Time Heist.
I did like Time
I
Heist.
loved the idea behind Time Heist as the episode it was a crazy ride.
Mm-hmm.
So I really liked the idea. And
Well, it was
felt
very
like wasn't
complicated. There was a lot of shit going on, and I remember that. But I did like that. I really did like that.
I liked Mummy on the Orient Express, and
I did love that one.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. You know what? This was my feeling for all of Capaldi, was that I really liked him, and that the stories, a lot of which would have been very pedestrian, were made better by him.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back to the whole, okay, we need to do something about this staff. You know, the showrunner, the writers, the whole 9 yards.
Well, that was actually, Mummy kind of saved Doctor Who for me, because I was not enjoying the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then that episode happened, and it was good enough that it completely pulled me back in. And then the next episode was actually written by the same person, Jamie Matheson, and it was Flatline.
Okay.
And that was, like, even more, it was like, okay, this I can... It's the one with the 2-dimensional people in the walls.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was okay. I didn't
like
love
that
it.
I liked all of his stuff specifically in that, with those small TARDIS, and it was shrinking.
I was gonna say, I liked that
All
too.
of
Yeah.
the
That was
visual
clever.
gags,
That was clever, and I hadn't seen. You don't see that much of it. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that sort of thing, especially since they just did a shrinking into a Dalek episode.
They're playing
it's like,
with that idea, but they're doing it in a different way.
which was nice to see. Yeah,
I
and he
kinda
was
like-
very funny.
I kind of liked Kill the Moon.
I did not like it.
Really?
I didn't
thought
like the moon being an egg.
that was
It was
weird.
the ending
That
that
was
killed me.
But I do
That
like
was
that
weird.
part at the end where he was like, "No, I can't do this. You have to do this. You have to make the decision."
Making
and
it someone
like-
else's responsibility for once.
For
is
once.
really
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
But I agree with you. I think the whole idea of making a moon an egg.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And furthermore, it wasn't that far in the future. Wasn't it like the 2040s or something? It wasn't even that far in the future.
I don't remember.
And it was like, so there's no moon after 2040 something?
No, there was
Was
another
it,
egg
was
after.
It even that, yeah, it got replaced by an identical egg the exact moment.
Oh,
it
that's
hatched.
right. That's right.
But wasn't one of the kids with them too? One of
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
I
of
think
the
so.
one of the students went
Yeah.
with them.
But it wasn't the
Yeah.
present; it was the future.
Yeah, but not terribly far in the future.
Yeah, the actual 2049.
Wow. Okay.
See, I was close.
Yeah.
I was close.
Considering how well you remember most of it, I'm really impressed. With you.
Well, that was one of my sticking points. That
Yeah.
was a sticking point. Okay, so
That's
after
all you
20,
should remember,
after 2049, but I guess I forgot that they replaced it.
Yeah. It's just like that affects things. The moon.
It does. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not a big deal.
That's kind of a yeah. It's like science.
Yeah, which is like
Just had a science march yesterday, guys.
I guess why they felt the need to reset it afterwards. Like, yeah, right. Well.
Yeah.
But then going into season 9, were there any of that?
He's got a
Specifically
cheat sheet.
for the Doctor.
I just want to point out he's got a cheat sheet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna
I
do.
have an episode list because I'm bad with episode titles. I definitely like the 2 Zygon episodes.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
I like
that
the
speech in the
speech.
second one.
That, if we're
geez.
talking about 12 moments,
Yeah,
that's
that was-
a standout for sure.
What was the speech? I forgot.
The war speech.
The which?
The war speech.
War
Or the
speech.
anti-war speech.
Like even somebody took printed out and gave it to Paul McGann at a convention, and he read it as his version of the Doctor.
I think they had John Hurt read it too.
Did they?
Really?
That's awesome.
That is actually
I don't think
very
I saw
cool.
that. I saw
Yeah.
Paul McGann do it.
What are those called?
What?
What are the episodes called?
The Zygon
remember.
invasion.
Oh, it is?
And the
Okay,
Zygon
okay.
inversion, yeah.
Oh, okay. I do remember this. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the speech. God, you think I don't remember the speech?
It's like half the episode.
Fantastic. Yeah. It's like
It goes on
it's
for
like
a
you
while.
get a little bored, and then it's like, wait, oh my god, listen to this shit.
Yeah, when you actually pay attention to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also liked Under the Lake Before the Flood. I thought
There's some cool
the
stuff.
Fisher King I thought was a really cool monster.
Yeah.
Do you know who played him?
Oh, I did, and I forgot.
It's the guy that's playing the Tick now. He was the jerk in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he did the voice of the Fisher
You
King.
mean the roommate?
Yeah.
Was there anything specifically about 12 that you liked in that episode?
No, I mean, he does his thing. You know, he's there to save everybody. He's doing everything he can, and, you know, just always against these impossible odds, but, you know, just like the Doctor always is, he comes out on top.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes there's losses, but, you know.
For me, and I think I've mentioned this before. I feel like he harkens back to like almost like a mishmash of 3 and 4, who are two of my favorite Doctors.
Okay.
You know, just maybe cooler because at the time it's like, okay, it's the 60s and the 70s, and he's, you know, they're all just kind of. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
No, I totally agree with that, but like
he's got the look of 3 for sure.
He
Yeah.
definitely has the look of 3, but he has a
He's
lot of the
got the velvet
attitude
hair.
of 4. But he's also like a little angrier at times, and like
Sure.
every time I watch it, I'm like, he reminds me a little bit of Eccleston, just a
Okay.
tiny little bit.
Okay, yeah, I believe,
Definitely,
yeah.
as far as the new Doctors go, he's got edge more like Eccleston.
Yeah.
As
Mhm.
opposed to, say,
Yeah.
Tennant or Smith.
Yeah.
So season 9, for me, the one that I liked because it felt like an old-fashioned adventure episode, and I felt like we hadn't gotten a lot of these, and it kind of felt like a one-off, and I know I've talked about it before, but The Woman Who Lived, which is the one where it's him and she's calling herself Me at that point,
Mhm.
and that felt like, to me, like, okay, like, in the way that, like,
That's one where she's like a thief or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did like that one.
yeah, they're just sort of running around and having an adventure, and it wasn't as, because that season, and season 9, the more I watch it, the more I'm like, oh, I actually like this more than I remembered, like,
Yeah.
the original. But a lot of it is about them going, oh my god, Clara is going to leave, and how is this going to affect everything?
Right.
And she wasn't in that one much, and while there were still kind of undertones of that, because we see the effects of not dying and what
Right.
that does to a person,
Right.
it was less focused on that, oh my god, what's going to happen at the end when the season ends the way we know it's going to end, because they had already announced at that point
Right.
what's
Right.
going to happen.
I just remember way too much of what's her name? The little chick.
Me.
Yeah, but
Well,
what's
that was
the actress's name?
Maisie Williams.
Maisie Williams. That's right. And that irritated me to begin with. I actually liked how they ended everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, in fact,
I
was
liked
just
her the most in that episode, though, because I felt like she
Yeah.
was different every time she turned up.
Mhm, she was.
And I
Because
liked
there's always
that
like
version of
years
her.
and years later.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like thousands of years later.
Yeah.
Well, or
Yeah.
at least hundreds of years later. Yeah.
Let's talk about the pilot, because it was the beginning of his end. What do you guys
I
think
really
of that?
liked it.
I did too.
I
thought
like-
it was
I
a
like Bill
solid
a lot.
episode. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
A lot.
I really like the idea of, and we don't know we don't actually even know what time period she comes from, do we? Because she was talking about he's been a professor at this place for as long as anybody can remember.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, that's
It's
interesting.
not necessarily contemporary. I guess that's true. I had kind
Yeah,
of
I think we
assumed
always
it was,
assume
but
when he
it
gets a
didn't
companion, the companion's from
from
our
right
time.
now, but
Yeah.
maybe not. I mean, you know,
I mean, there's no real technology that makes it look futuristic or doesn't make it
Exactly.
look old or anything.
yeah. Well, in fact, they don't really do much with that at all. So
I do like that he's just teaching. It's like the school just
I
lets
know,
you do
I
whatever
love
you want.
I
Yeah.
love that. No, and I think, you know what? I think he's the perfect doctor to be that
Mhm.
professor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, okay, maybe four would have been a good
Or whatever,
professor. But I mean, just
Seven, she calls him professor.
Yeah.
oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But he's less, he's more mobile, I think,
Mhm.
than some of the other doctors.
Yeah. So no, I dug that. I dug that idea. And the fact that he's just parked his TARDIS.
Yeah.
It's like, how long has he not been in the TARDIS?
They kind of went into this a little bit at the beginning of the next episode, so I'm trying to, without kind of spoiling anything, he's apparently not supposed to leave Earth. He said he won't go because he made a promise to someone, and we don't know who.
Huh.
I assume this is a Time Lord thing, but they have not
Yeah, because
actually...
they stuck him there when he was 3.
Right, and I would think he'd be in trouble after what he pulled at the end of last season.
Right.
So I think he's working for them, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's not quite as much a punishment as the way it was with, like, they're not,
like
at least
3.
as of yet, have not forced him to regenerate or
Right.
taken away his companions, but she was kind of already dead at that point. So.
Yeah.
Right.
And the TARDIS does work, which was the other thing with 3. They broke the TARDIS. They're like, you can have the TARDIS, fine, but we're going to break it.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing I've noticed, and maybe this goes to bald dude. I don't know what his name is. I don't care.
Nerdle.
I like him.
I don't know.
I don't have a problem with. I think he needs to do something.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm not sure what the point of him is, and he's also
Well,
not the person I would have.
Well, and I was about to say, it's like we talked about this last year when Clara died. It's like, you know, they kind of gave this idea that you know, he kind of will go out of control if he doesn't have someone like Clara, you know, grounding him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what this did.
Well, that's what they sort of suggested.
But he's a computer, right? Isn't he a robot?
I think he's a cyborg. Because
remember his head was removed in the Christmas special and put on that other thing?
Right.
And, like, there's that part in Pilot where, like, a bolt falls out of his arm or out of his sleeve or something.
Right.
He's not stuck, though, because he can't. The TARDIS does work.
Yeah.
And, like, there was that part with the rug in Pilot where it's like, oh, hey, I thought this.
So he takes it out.
So he's moved it.
Yeah, so he takes it out. Look, it might be a situation where it's like a car. You gotta like, you know, you gotta turn it over every once in a while and drive it around just to make sure everything. Make sure everything's okay.
Or you just go in different places all over the world.
Sure. That's what I'd do if I had a.
Like, I really want bagels from New York or something. Or he wants spaghetti from.
Quiche from France or something.
There you go.
Yeah. That's a great idea. God, that's exactly what I'd use a TARDIS for. That's exactly what I would use a TARDIS for.
Absolutely. No, that would be a good one. We should talk about what we would do if we had a TARDIS.
I'll go get some pad thai. I'll be right back. You know.
You'd actually use it.
Yeah.
One other thing I did want to say about the pilot, because it has to do with him and something I really like, and it's something that we don't get to have with crossover companions, and I didn't realize it until the pilot. Something that I missed, and that's really fun, and that I think is fun that he finally got to do after having him for 2 seasons, is the introducing the companion to his world. Because Clara already knew.
Yeah, you're right.
He regenerated and she had to deal with that, but she already knew about the TARDIS and the time travel and had time traveled.
Right.
I mean, if anything, she was introducing him back in there.
Exactly.
But I just want to point out, we've all talked about this before. Kind of tired of female human earthlings getting introduced to the Doctor in time travel. It'd be so nice to see an alien dude, an alien chick, some sort of, you know...
Well, I think that's part of what they tried with Nerdle.
Yeah.
He's, again, not the one I would have picked. You know who I would have picked, actually, for that other companion? Mm-hmm. I'm a little worried he's going to turn into, like, expendable companion. Because if they just start killing people off for the sake of killing people off...
Oh, that's true. Cyborg, who cares?
Yeah. But I liked the guy from... Going back to Mummy on the Orient Express, and the Doctor actually offers to take him with them, doesn't he? And he turns it down, and I don't know why, because I think he would have been fun to be, like, a sometimes companion where he just sort of works on the TARDIS.
Yeah. Well, you and I have discussed this. Was it Kylie Minogue? Is that who it was? The one that dies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was in it.
Would have loved to have seen her, because it was like, she was cute and fun and interesting. And she's from the fucking future.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. To have an episode where you come to, like, 2017, and she's like, "Oh, this is so cool! Can we go see?" And something stupid like we don't even think about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, I want to see an iPhone. Oh my God, you've got an iPhone! Oh, that's so cool!
I like the Davros episode.
I did too. Okay,
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, you're
meant
right.
to say that, and then it never came
Yeah.
up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the both of those episodes actually, because it was a two-parter, and it was a
Yes.
lot of fun stuff.
That was cool. Where like it took you a while to like really get. Oh my God, this kid is fucking.
Yeah.
Davros. That's
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah.
And
And I
felt
love the look on like his face when he realizes it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. How many different Davroses have there been? Like actors?
3 or 4.
She's doing.
wanted to
She's
say
doing.
5,
she's
but I don't-
she's
I'm
crunching the
mentally-
data right now.
I mean,
I wanted to say
Is this
5,
the
but
first
that's
time we've
totally
actually
random
seen
number out of there.
Davros in the newer stuff since it got brought back? Since
Well, no, because
2005?
Tennant
Did
has
Tennant?
to face him in Journey's End.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I vaguely
Dr.
remember
Donna.
that.
I don't actually remember that.
I vaguely remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shows up.
Okay.
I liked him
Yeah.
as a villain in the original
Oh,
stuff.
I loved
really
Davros.
loved him as
Yeah.
I really liked him as original villain.
Like such a creepy character design. I love
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
See, it's an interesting thing because he's human but looks nothing like one, and he
Yeah.
has lost all semblance
Right.
of
Yeah.
humanity.
Right. Yeah.
And that was an interesting episode too because it was sort of a reintroduction of the Doctor, and I think that they decided that they wanted to take him in a little bit of a different direction than they did with Series 8.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to make him a little more fun, kind of,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
introduced him by having him ride in on a tank playing electric guitar,
Right.
which
With the
was
sunglasses.
just
With
epic.
the sunglasses.
Oh God, the Sonic sunglasses! I hated
Yeah.
that.
If they had just been sunglasses, I would have
Yeah.
been fine with
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
but just that image of him coming and like playing the electric guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, none of the other Doctors have even ever as much as picked up a guitar, have they? I mean, I thought I
Guitar,
could think
no,
of.
they've played
Yeah.
other instruments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. The little. Yeah.
I like that Doctor.
How do you feel about like his costume change? Because like when he first came on, he was like he had that really it was like this super nice suit with the fancy jacket and everything, and now he's just kind of like slumming it a little
I
bit.
kind of like it. I don't
Yeah.
know why, and I like the hair definitely.
Oh, yeah, no,
hair's
the hair's great.
for sure.
Yeah.
I do want that jacket though, the like
Yeah.
the like trench coat hoodie thing.
Yeah,
I love that. I want one.
You know what? You know what was distinctive for me, and I don't even remember when it happens in that first episode, but when with his introduction, the talking about the scarf. No, I've already done that, and there was a number of I know this face. I liked that introduction. I think that was another reason why right off the bat I like this guy. This guy is cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he got to in that first introduction. There was a lot of. I like it when they do this, where he's like figuring himself out after there's regeneration. He's
Yeah.
like, "What is this? Who am I now?" Because he has to. Because he's never the same. He always has to figure out what
Something
this
else.
version of himself
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That was cool. So yeah, he's had a couple of good introductions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I feel like he changed again in the newest season. I think he's a little kinder. I think he's been with people and enough different people that he's sort of
Evolved a little.
he's
Yeah.
better with them than he
Yeah.
was before.
Yeah.
Because before it was just Clara, and he was a little
Psychotic.
cruel.
Yeah.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
He was broken.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Mm. Okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with the last season.
Yeah.
I like this
Me
version
too.
of him.
Yeah.
I really like him with Bill. I think they're
Bill's fun.
yeah, and I like the fact that he gets to show her because he gets to show off,
Mhm.
which he didn't get to do last time,
Yeah.
and it's really fun seeing Capaldi do that because he's very sort of proud of himself, and she doesn't quite get it yet.
Right.
So she's always kind of like constantly, unintentionally, like kind of undercutting everything that he's trying to like do this grand speech, and she's like, "Where's the bathroom?"
Downstairs to the right. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really fun to see that dynamic because we haven't had it with his doctor yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm sad to see him go.
I'm sad to see him go. Were there any like moments or lines or anything that stood out to you? Like, oh yeah,
I like his line. He's right.
this
On the
very-
doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a point where he also does the I'm the doctor and I save people or something, but I don't remember
I
what
think that was-
season.
I think
or,
it was an actual line at one
Yeah.
point because they kept using it in the
is
trailers.
that
that's why-
8?
Yeah.
Is that 8?
I thought it was this most recent one. Like, I thought it was in the trailer for the most recent season. I don't think I've actually seen...
No. There's a point where he says it like early on. I want to say it was season 8 where he says it, and it was like, okay, I like when they do that.
It might have been.
Yeah.
But I feel like they sort of give him some version of that, if for no other reason,
Sure.
the promos every season.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
we gotta
for
have
sure.
that.
Yeah, for
line.
sure.
Alright, so we should probably wrap this up.
Maybe.
This is gonna
I'm
suck
probably going to
bad.
need to go to the hospital in a minute.
That could be the end of the podcast where you just see an ambulance pulling out.
I think it should end like found footage with like just a cat attacking the computer and then it goes to snow.
Disused Yeti?